Directed by Selwyn Brown and written by Shakira Bourne, Next Payday is a sequel to the 2013 movie Payday. Andrew Franklin and Damian Gibson are back again, reprising their roles as Romy and Pac, two down on their luck young adults trying to get their business off the ground. But Romy and Pac missed the deadline to pay for their new car garage business. The owner Gus gives the property to a local church. Romy and Pac devise a plan to join the congregation and charm the pastor into selling the property. But complications arise when Pac falls in love with a choir girl and a mysterious stranger attempts to take over the church. Next Payday is an energetic, humor-packed film about community life, religious opportunists, and the trials of love and trust.
Cast this disability spirit out! Eat the shrubbery! In Jesus' name!
Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna get paid!
Romy, come and say no, and don't let me no noise neither.
Next Payday's story greatly deals with faith and the danger that religious opportunists can pose to a community. And this is explored through two new characters. Pastor Matthews, played by Patrick Foster, who is the leader of the community church and uses his influence to get his way when and where possible. And Brother Martin, played by Gerard Aline, Lord Zen, whose quick rise in status at the church leads to a power struggle between him and Pastor Matthews, as Brother Martin uses his newfound influence to gain wealth. In one scene, with everyone in the church now believing his falsehoods, Brother Martin convinces the congregation to go outside and eat the grass on the lawn. Like, it's one of the many satirical moments throughout this film, and it all comes together beautifully thanks to the sharp writing of Shakira Bourne. With Bourne once again penning the script, the dialogue in Next Payday, much like in its predecessor, is pure, unfiltered Bajan dialect. This use of language adds an authenticity to the film that gives it a distinct Barbadian identity and immerses the viewer in the world and community presented within it. Romy and Pac are not together as much in this one. So this means that Andrew Franklin and Damian Gibson don't have as many opportunities to show off their comedic chemistry, but the dynamic still works for the film. Next Payday focuses more on individual arcs for Romy and Pac, so they're given their own stories in which to grow. Pac faces a personal crisis as he begins to lose faith in people and in institutions. He finds that faith restored, however, through finding love with choir girl Deborah, played by Joanne Skeet. Romy, meanwhile, is forced to face the consequences of his actions when he discovers that he and Letitia, played by Venetia Clarke, may be expecting a child. Along with Romy and Pac's arcs, the script juggles those of the new characters, the aforementioned Pastor Matthews and Brother Martin, and Flintstone, played by Julian Mosley. Each character's arc allows him just enough time to shine and maintain a strong presence in the story. These additions to the cast are more than welcome, thanks to their respective actors' stellar performance. Patrick Foster has a sinister calm reminiscent of the coldest of Bond villains in his portrayal of Pastor Matthews. Gerard Aline brings his trademark Lord Zen energy and unmatched comedic timing in his portrayal of Brother Martin. And the fan-favorite performance may very well belong to Julian Mosley, who delivers in all aspects of comedy in his role as Flintstone. Next Payday packs as much humor as it can into its runtime, and you see this in many of his scenes. They're designed to tell a joke from setup to execution and punchline. Something as minor as hanging clothes out to dry can become comedic, and the film is elevated by how consistently it sticks to landing with its comedy. Though the pacing is fast and we move quickly from scene to scene, the film loses momentum by the time it reaches its third act and becomes less cohesive. Quickly moving from scene to scene also negatively impacts the flow of the story. In instances when the film could take time to breathe, close in on a moment, or linger on a subject for future setup, it doesn't take the opportunity. And this can make it difficult for the audience to determine which scenes or which subjects call for more focus. These flaws don't lessen the film's entertainment value, however, and the strength of its themes and characters remain. I saw the first Payday movie in a packed cinema, and seeing such an authentic and unapologetic portrayal of the culture that I see every day, and experiencing that with other Bajans, was one of the top movie experiences I've ever had, second only to Avengers Endgame. Next Payday has everything that made audiences fall in love with these characters in the first movie. It would have been easy for Selwyn Brown and Shakira Bourne to repeat the same tricks, But the new direction they chose to go in, showing the impact of religion on society and focusing on character, it shows that these movies can only get better and better. Highly recommended.